but I'm a creep. Pretend there's guitars. I'm a weirdo. What? I can't cuss. I cannot cuss. What am I doing here? I don't belong here. Oh my god, the Glee version. Wait, she's running out the door. Oh my god, when Rachel Berry sings it. Oh my god, okay, the Glee version of Creep is hard. She's running out the door. Guys, if I could sing, things would be different. I wanted to be a singer so bad as a kid. I'm going to tell you guys a theory I have. I think everyone on planet Earth has a small part of them that's like, I could be a singer. I do. I really do. I think that is the reason. And I think it affects some people more than others, because I swear my life, I see influencers all the time. They end up starting to make music, like without fail, every single one of them. And I've actually thought about this a lot, because I'm like, I do not want to do that. Like, I don't want to start making music. And I thought I'd come on here and be like, I'm not going to do that to you guys. Like, I'm not going to start making music. But then what if I'm limiting myself? Like, what if one day I wake up and I have the voice of an angel, right? Like, so I don't know. But I see that all the time. Like, influencers, they'll start making music. Who's had a good song? Like, there's been some that's like, actually, this is really good. Nessa Bear, I think her name is. She made good music. She still does. There's another one. I can't remember. What did Nessa sing? I'm in pain. If I look back and that sounds good, oh my god. Okay, I have to read you guys something. I don't know why I haven't shared this on the podcast previously, like a long time ago. Here's a backstory, because I have just plans to tell you guys about this. Okay. Back in August, I got a message from, I guess, a fan. I don't know, because I'm so famous. I got like a message from, I guess, someone who's a fan of what I've been doing. I don't really know. A fake fan. They were a fake fan. And I got this back in August, and this is what they sent me on Facebook Messenger, might I add. And honestly, I looked back to find the message, and they deleted it. Like, they took it back, I guess, somehow, because it was like message unavailable. But I had taken a screenshot of it, so yeah, you're not getting it that easy. But I thought I'd share it now. I think it's been enough time that's passed. It was such a weird thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it. They replied to my story. I don't even remember what the story was, but they replied to a story, and they said this. I enjoy your story times. The self-deprecation disguised as human throws me off. I would love to see you more confident, a little less joking, and more substance, like maybe an AITA, Reddit, spelled Reddit wrong, reading and reacting. If you don't know what AITA is, it's Am I the A-hole? Or story times that are interesting, but not sad or depressing. I think you would be great at those. I can't wait to see you develop as a creator. Also, people love a weight loss process. Rooting for the underdog, if you will. I think you would be wildly successful if you just switched up your content a little. Rooting for the underdog, if you will. A weight loss process. I think you should do a weight loss process. I'm going to slap you across the face. That was someone, they were like, I love your content. And then they went and did that to me. They did that to me. Mind you, that was the day I moved into my dorm, which should have been such an exciting day. And I opened my Facebook Messenger. God forbid. And I have that. What do you mean? Yeah, that was crazy. I thought I'd share that because that was a weird message I got. That's how I was like, that's how I'm gonna open it. That's how I'm gonna open this episode. Yeah. But no, that was crazy. And I guess in recent days, because periodically I'll look to see if she sent anything else, because it went into like my, what's it called? You can accept my requests, my message requests. So periodically I would go in and see if she had said anything else. But no, just that. And I guess she thought better of it as of recent, because now that message is unavailable. So maybe she deleted it. I don't know. Crazy. What was I going to say? The coffee doesn't taste that good right now, bro. It really doesn't. I'm drinking gingerbread coffee, but the creamer I put with it, usually I put vanilla coffee creamer with it. I didn't this time because we were out, and it just does not taste right, you guys. I'm going to keep drinking it, but it doesn't taste right. Watch me die. Watch me be like, it tastes funny, and then I literally die. So I'm back at school, you guys. I have moved back to school. Winter break is over. And I was like low-key excited to go back. I was like, I'm going to get to go to my classes. Well, I don't get to go. All my classes are online. But I was like, I'm going to get to do some work because I thrive on academic validation. So it was really important to me to be able to go back to school and get my good grades. Little did I know that the world hates me. Little did I know that nothing good could ever happen to me. Because I go back to school. I'm taking 4 classes, okay? 12 credit hours. It's the minimum. And that's what I usually do. Yeah, I'm going to graduate late. I really don't care. I'm already $100,000 in debt. It's not like it could get worse. It's really not like it could get worse. It's really not like it could get worse than what I'm currently in, okay? So I'm taking like 4 classes, and one of my classes is biology. Now, if you guys do not know me, if you guys don't know a little thing about Beth, it is that I'm really talented at a lot of things. Straight up, debatable. 2 things I am not good at, very much not good at, is math and science. And I'm worse at science. Honestly, that's debatable. I'm pretty bad at both. I am so bad at science, and I'm having to take this biology class. It's the same class that my sister took. She recommended it to me because she was like, it's pretty easy. And guys, it was the first week of class, and I kid you not. I kid you not. I was late on 3 assignments in the first week. 3. Mind you, I have not been late on an assignment in my entire college career until this week. And not only was I late on A1, I was late on 3! 3! Because it sucks. No, I'll tell you why. My nose is so itchy! Am I pretty? No, I'll tell you why I was late on these assignments. 1, because I suck. 2, because I suck. And 3, because my professor, all of the due dates are wrong. We use Blackboard. A lot of people use Canvas, but we use Blackboard. And she gave us like a syllabus with all the due dates on it that's literally from 2021. Guys, in 2021, I was still in high school. In 2021, I was literally a sophomore. I was a sophomore in high school and going into my junior year. That's how long ago that was. I'm currently a sophomore in college. That's how old that syllabus was. Y'all, the dates are not going to line up. If you don't know this, is that, okay, maybe I'm just going to throw out a date. If February 15th lands on a Monday, next year it's not going to land on a Monday. So all the due dates were wrong. And they were wrong in multiple places. She gave us a syllabus with all the due dates from 2021, one from 2023, and then there was also the due dates that were actually on Blackboard. So I am going to be honest with you guys, I did not know what was happening. Everything was a day late. And I was like, oh my God, I'm actually screwed. I'm so screwed, it's not even funny. I'm so screwed. Guinness, where are you? Where are you, girl? Because I have a new world record for sucking so bad. But I'm, like, genuinely so grateful for the college experience. It has been going great. I mean, I just finished my 2nd week. And it went better. I kind of got a handle on it now. All the discussion boards, your initial post is due Wednesday. And then everything else is due Sunday. So I finished it all on Friday. except my initial discussion board post. But believe me, that was done on Wednesday. I was like, I cannot have another late assignment or I'm going to like actually crash out because I require academic validation because I have no confidence in my real life and I can control getting a good grade. I can study, okay? I can ask a friend. I can go to tutoring. Like, I can get a good grade. If all else fails, I'm going to get an A. But then I'm over here, everything's wrong, and I'm like, oh, I've messed up everything. Oh my god, fun fact, I messed up everything. I was like, literally, I was like, oh my god, okay, well, time to drop out. I was freaking out. I really was. I kind of got a handle on it. I messaged my professor. I was like, hey, what is happening? And she was like, thank you for letting me know. So yeah, that was how that went down. And then all these other students were in like the Blackboard discussion board thing. They were like in the questions thing, because sometimes professors will put a thing on your discussion boards where you can like ask questions and maybe a fellow student will respond. A student goes in like, hey, what up with all the due dates being messed up? Is there any way we could fix that? I kid you not, my professor goes, it would actually take a lot of time to fix all the due dates, so I'm just going a week at a time. Hey, we rely on the due dates to get things done. What do you mean it's going to take time? What else are you doing? Literally, what else are you doing? Because it's an online class. Everything is graded through the computer. What could you possibly be doing? I don't like my biology class. But this is my last science class I ever have to take. So, thank you. I can't do it. I already finished all my math classes. Dude, that's a whole thing in itself. I took my last math class was, okay, I don't know, I'm sure it's not the same way for every college, but, you have, like, levels of math classes you can take. There's, like, usually, at my school, there's, like, 2 that most people take, and then there's another one that's, like, for people who really are not good at math, and you have to, like, you have to meet a certain criteria of, dumb to get in there, and by golly, I got in, and I took that class. That was my last math class. It was, like, you have to have at least, like, a so-and-so score on your ACT test to get into this class because it's reserved for people who need it. So, clocked that and I got in. I got into that. I took that. That was my last math class. And I'll be honest, I had to go to tutoring for that. I'm so bad at math. It's not even funny. Fun fact, you want to know, this is how bad it is. I think, like, this is what's crazy. I think it's a fact that the education system sucks balls, okay? Like, we all know that. But I think specifically where I live, something has gone down and it is bad because me specifically, I missed everything. Like, all these building blocks that were necessary to, like, go through your, like, math career, I totally clocked out. Like, I wasn't there, girl. Because by second grade, everyone knew how to multiply. And I was like, what? And then I got to third grade, still didn't know how to do multiplication. And I had to stay after school every single day. Every single day. It wasn't, like, at the end of the day. We had, like, they called them Apple classes. I don't know why. But, basically it was, like, an extracurricular class. So there was, like, gym, music, technology, you know, whatever. I, like, never went, bro. And when I did go, it was like 10 minutes left of class because I would have to stay after every single day and go on MobyMax and do multiplication. And I'll tell you what, I didn't even learn multiplication. I learned memorization. It was like 6 times 8. Oh, that's 48. Yeah. See how quickly I rattled that off? 5 times 5, 25. 4 times 4, 16. I memorized all the way up to 10. It had me memorize all the way up. Well, I didn't have me. I think it wanted me to work out all of the problems, but I kept getting them wrong because I did not know how to multiply. Like, I literally did not know how to do multiplication. So I would just be like, I'd put in a random number and it'd be like wrong and then give me the right answer. And when you do that so often, you realize what the right answer is because it tells you and you memorize it. So, like, all the way up to all the multiplication table, all the way up to 10, because it only went up to 10, I could literally I could rattle that off. Same with division. I also learned division that way. It was crazy. And I was the only one who had to stay. And I was like, this is #embarrassing, bro. Like, this is bad. Yeah. I, like, literally, my whole educational career, I have been so behind. Genuinely. I'm so shocked that I'm where I am and, like, have done so well in college because I was so behind for so long. I didn't know anything. Like, what all the other kids were doing, they were, like, writing essays on books. I didn't write my first essay until I was a freshman in high school. Real. And I actually got a good grade on it. Because I can write really well. I have no concept of, like, mechanics, like, writing mechanics. Everything I know about writing, I either taught myself or my AP Lit teacher my senior year taught me. Kid you not. Like, I knew absolutely nothing about it because no one ever taught me. I had to figure it all out myself. It was really hard. And I remember, like, I started my AP Lit class. Hey, tears in my eyes at home trying to get these essays right because I literally did not know what I was doing. But my AP Lit teacher, who I literally adore her. She taught me how to write. Big time. And by the end of it, I not to toot my own horn, but I think I was the best writer in that class. Yeah. And another fun fact about my AP Lit teacher, I did a competition. This is how I got my first published poem. I did a competition and I won. I got, like, 3rd place, but, like, in my head, that's winning, girl. Never downplay your success. I won. And it was really good. It was a really good poem. I should read it on here. Oh my god, I'm going to read you the poem. I've meant to read it on here for so long, but I haven't. But my AP Lit teacher, she's the one who helped me edit it. I think you had to have, like a sponsor of some kind. And she was my sponsor. Basically, it was, like, because you had to, like, connect it with your school and stuff so they could verify that you were, like, in the age group. So she helped me edit it. She's so cool. She's literally the best. I love her so much. But she helped me edit it, and then I won. And I remember when I won, I was literally at lunch alone. I was sitting alone. Maria wasn't there that day. I was sitting at my table alone, eating a corn dog. I remember the corn dog vividly. School lunch. And I got a call from my mom. I was like, oh my god, what's up? I thought someone had died. So I went out of the cafeteria, and I was like, oh my god, what's wrong? And she's like, Beth, crying. She's like, Beth, you won. Oh my god, you got 3rd place. I'm so proud of you. And I was like, oh! Shook. I was shook. It was crazy. And then I went back to my psychology class. I was taking AP Psych 2 because I'm really smart, and people don't talk about it that enough. Okay. I went back to my AP Psych class, and I went to my teacher, and I was like, hey, could I go to my AP Lit class real quick? I just have to tell my teacher something. And I went over there. I told her I won, and it was like, yeah! Everyone was so happy. Oh. Okay, something really weird has been happening. TikTok and CapCut have been randomly opening on my phone. It was really weird the other night because I would exit out of TikTok, like, swipe up on the app, like, everything gone, and it would automatically open back up every time I tried to open my messages on, like, iMessages. It was really weird. But I'm going to read you guys my poem. This is what I won. This is what got me the win. This is my poem, The Second Choice. I'm going to try to do a dramatic reading, but I don't think I'll be able to help myself from laughing. Cue the lights. I'm going to try to do a cool edit. I don't know. We'll see. It all went away. Okay, we're good. I am the second choice. I know I am. Before you try and tell me, but you are so special. I know I am. I know how smart and creative and hardworking I am. I know. I also know I lack the most meaningful thing, outer beauty. I know I should not pay mind to something as surface level as my physique. I know I should let my intellect take the wheel. In fact, I hate letting such a shallow ideology drive my car. But I do. I know I do. I know I should believe people see more than just my body. I know I should embrace their sweet, gracious words. I also know they are not true. I know when people say I am perfect, there is nothing in their eyes. I know they place me on a pedestal far higher than anyone. They know no one could ever reach me when I am floating on a cloud of false praise. Their complacency has tainted their hearts. I know I am no goddess. I am the wrecking ball to all the beautiful statues whose sculptors only make time for Aphrodites. I know society restricts my dreams to be her. But every day, the calloused and superficial sleep in the same beds, walk the same busy streets, think the same diluted thoughts. We know. We all know. People like me will always be the second choice. That is what I wrote when I was 17 years old. Boom. Yeah, that was really good. That was really good. Yeah, that was a poem I wrote. What is the story? I remember I was laying in bed one day and I was like really mad at this girl who treated me horribly. And it was that girl who, no. I was thinking about something awful that happened to me. It was those guys when they were all dared to have sex with me. That was why I wrote. Have I spoke about that? I think I spoke about that in the last episode. I don't think I really got into it. If I did, oops. One of the times where I was talking about, like, people were dared to, like, date me. One of them, they weren't dared to date me. They were dared to have sex with me, like every boy in my algebra class. And that really hurt when I was 14 years old and haunted me until I was 17. And it still does. But I wrote that when I was 17 because I remember that experience, and also a lot of other things were happening to me at 17 years old. 17 is hard. And you know what's also really hard? 19. The age I am now. 19 is literally the worst. Okay? It's the worst. But I wrote that when I was 17. And I threw it out. I was like, no more. And I wrote like a little bit of it, and I never looked at it again for like another 5 months. And then a few months later down the road, my math teacher, she was like, is anyone in here a writer or wants to be a writer? I was like, I'm a writer, because I've always wanted to be a writer, and I would write poems sometimes. I was like, I'm a writer. And she was like, there's this competition. If you want to enter it, here's the information. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. You could win a little bit of money. It wasn't a lot. It was like $100 if you got first place, and then second 50, third 25. Yeah, that's right. I won $25. But I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I just didn't think about it again. And then it was like right next to the deadline, and my mom brought it up, and she's like, you know about this thing, right? And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. And she was like, you should enter your poem. And I was like, well, I need to choose one. And then I saw that one that was in there that I had just thrown out. It was in my notes app. I was like, I could probably do something with that. And so then I wrote that. And I sent it to my AP Lit teacher. And I was like, help me. And she helped. And yeah, it turned out really well, I think it was a great poem. However, I think I've written better ones since. I have one poem that I will not be reading because I'm going to get it published one day. But I think that's my favorite. You guys don't even know what I'm talking about. You're like missing out. But I have a lot of poems now. I do this thing where I can show you this poem. It's already published, so it doesn't matter. But I try to make, you are not going to be able to see it. You're not going to be able to see it. So it doesn't matter. I try to make them kind of look like they have an aura around them of colors, because when I write things, I see colors. That's a thing, right? How like when you hear something, you can see colors. Doesn't Billie Eilish have that? Well, when I write something, I see colors. I don't know what that is. It might just be like a me thing, but I can always categorize how I'm feeling into a color, or like an aura of colors. And so when I write my poetry, I'll edit it. Like I'll take a blank piece of paper, put it in like Photoshop, and I'll edit it to make it have like all these colors that I see in my head on the paper. And I'm like, I'll write something and be like, this is so golden with shimmers of blue. And so that'll be what I edit it to look like. Really interesting stuff. I know, because you guys are so interested in my editing. I know you guys don't care. I forgot to ask you guys. Okay. So, I wanted to ask you guys something about the podcast, and I'm sure you guys actually do not care, but I'm going to ask anyway because I like to talk to you guys about what you think. Basically, I have to intervene because I did a really roundabout way of asking it.
Would you guys prefer if I upload the episodes at, like, it would still be on Mondays, but, like, at 9 a.m. rather than midnight? There's a few reasons why that I want to do that, or I was thinking about doing that, but, I just want to see what you guys think, because, you know, I care about what y'all think, and if you don't care, then whatever. But if you have, like, a preference on the time that the episode is uploaded, I don't know why you would, but maybe you do, then let me know, because, you know, I do it for you guys, so.
Anyway, let's get back to school. The school topic. Guys, school is just not, it's straight up just not. I'm not feeling it this semester, and I think I know why. Because there's two sides to it. There's two sides. I'm not really around people anymore because all of my classes are online this semester. And there's one aspect of that where I'm like, wow, this is literally amazing. I've never been happier. I don't have to do group work. Thank you, God. I hate group work. I don't have to be around annoying people. You know, it's been great on that regard. But then there's no guys around. There's no guys around. Who am I supposed to have a crush on? And I know, a lot of you guys are probably like, Beth, that's stupid. Like, you don't have to have a crush. Yes, I do. I do. Okay, you might not need a crush at all times, but I do. Okay? I want to have a crush. Okay? That is how I get through my life. Okay, if I don't want to do something, I'm like, okay, just get through this. Because at the end of the day, you know, you're going to get to see this guy you have a crush on. And maybe there's like a glimmer of hope that he'll want you back and it'll be like happily ever after. Oh! Okay, that's how I get through my life. You know what I've noticed? A lot of the decisions I make about my own life revolve around the fact of like maybe I'll find love. They revolve around this false hope that maybe I'll meet someone and they'll fall in love with me. Like maybe I'll meet my man. I make a lot of decisions based on that, like, little bit of hope. And I'll tell you this much, it has not worked out in my favor. You know what also I hate? I hate when people say this. They're like, I want a boyfriend so bad. And they're like, it'll happen when you least expect it.
Okay, Maria says that to me all the freaking time. And she's going to see this and feel really called out. Maria, I like it when you say it. Because you say it with, like, a certain inflection that's just, like, it makes me feel... It makes me feel, like, really loved, and I just, like, really love you, girl. I had to, like, clear that up, because I was like, oh, God, I'm gonna get in a fight.
What do you mean it's gonna happen when you least expect it? I haven't been expecting it. I've been single for 19 years. I tried to get a boyfriend when I was in preschool, but when I went to go ask this guy out, this girl, Shelby, was her name. I don't even care. Her name was Shelby. And she got in front of me and she was like, hey, go out with me. To the guy I was going to ask out. She literally, I kid you not, I was like walking up and then she goes and asked the guy out. And I never got to. The way my jaw dropped, unhinged like a snake. Like a snake. That's a true story. That is a true story. I was 4 years old. I'll never forget that. And that should have been my cue, that I was gonna be unlucky in love. What's that one? 'Cause I'm stupid with love. I wanna get it. That was in Mean Girls, right? Anyway. But no, there's literally, I can't have a crush on anybody 'cause there's no one around. That is so bonkers. I hate it. I want to have a crush. Guys, I want a boyfriend. I do. I say that, but then I'm like, oh my God, you have to spend time with that thing, right? Like, you have to spend time. But then I'm like, but no, I want to spend time with him, right? As if he's a real person that's here. But like, I want to do things. Here's the thing. People are like, all the time, you say you want like a boyfriend or you want to be in love, and they're like, believe me, you're lucky that you're not in a relationship. Meanwhile, they're like married with 10 kids. You're lucky that you're not in a relationship. It is the worst. Okay, well, your child is sitting right next to you? What are we doing? No, that's so weird, because people be, like, in a relationship, and they'll be like, it's not all it's cracked up to be. Yet you're in one? So clearly there's something I'm missing out on. Clearly there is a benefit there, and I want it. People are like, love is so hard. Yeah, girl. Dealing with people in general is hard. That is not deterring me, girl. I want to be in love. I want to have a man. And you know who that man I want is? James Spader. So who is my celebrity crush of the week? Okay. So, guys, here's what you guys don't know. Here's what you get. James Spader. Putting pictures up. James Spader. Oh, my gosh. Have you guys seen The Secretary? Have you guys seen Secretary? Okay. Maggie Gyllenhaal, James Spader. I'm just like, whoa, right? He is so hot. He was in Pretty in Pink. So hot. He's so good at playing a jerk. And I need him bad. He's so mean. He's so mean. I need him bad. Right? Like, that's how it is. He's so mean in a lot of these films. Ugh, need him. He's gorgeous, and he acts so well. And there's this movie called White Palace that you cannot stream anywhere. And I kid you not, when I get out of here, I'm gonna go buy the DVD. I'm tired of waiting, because it's not gonna come on streaming services anytime soon. And like, I need to see that movie. Because I'm watching the TikTok edits. And it's telling me that I need him bad. Yeah. Get into that for a minute. Guys, I need a man. I do. I really do. I can't do this anymore. I can't. So let me just tell you about what happened to me. This is awful what happened to me the other day. Okay. You guys know from season 1, I had a problem with my foot. But I started going to physical therapy, and you know what? The problem has pretty much cleared up. There's a little bit of swelling left, but I can, like, walk again, right? You guys know, I spoke about this. I was, like, at a point, I, like, literally could not walk. I was on a knee scooter. I was on crutches. I had a boot. Like, I was not very mobile at all. It was really bad for about 2 months there. 3 months, actually. No, 2. It was 2 until I started going to physical therapy. It was really bad. I started going to physical therapy. It went great. I'm doing really well now. So yeah. But because I've had all those problems, I told you guys I had to go see a vascular surgeon. I went to go see the vascular surgeon. And this is what I didn't tell you guys. I never updated you guys on what happened then. Because it was honestly really sad what happened. I went to go see the vascular surgeon, and he was like, "Oh, you have lymphedema." And that was like what I really did not want to hear, because that can be pretty debilitating, especially with the state I was already in. It was just really bad. The way he was talking, it just made it really bad. People can, they have it and they're like literally fine. But with the way things were going for me, it wasn't looking good. So he was like, "Oh, you definitely have lymphedema." Which I didn't really want to hear. Anytime you get a diagnosis of any kind, that's not just you're fine. Well, that can be that can be bad too. But he said you had that, and of course I was trying to be strong. I really was. I was trying to be strong. But I got to the car and I absolutely sobbed. I sobbed like I haven't sobbed in years. I hadn't sobbed that hard since probably my junior year of high school. And it was really bad. Like, my mom literally, I was crying so hard, my mom started crying, that we had to, like, pull over, like, go to a gas station, go to a parking lot, because we couldn't drive in that state. But it was really bad. But after that, I went to go see my primary care physician, and he was like, "I don't believe that." Guys, this is real tea. My pediatrician is the fiercest. Like, I love him. He has always done right by me. He really has. He's always treated me really well. But he was like, "You should go to physical therapy." So that's what I did. And my physical therapist is actually the one who diagnosed me with what I actually have. And what I have I'm like doing better now. But what it was like a bone spur. I had really severe plantar fasciitis. Yeah, that was what was wrong with my foot. But because all that happened and I had to go see the vascular surgeon, he was like, "Meet back up with us January 22nd it was." He was like, "You have another appointment." So I went back that day and they did an ultrasound because they were going to test me for lymphedema. Even though we already know that I didn't have it by this time. The appointment was still there, and I was like, might as well go. Maybe they'll find something crazy. Whatever. So we went, and they did, like, an ultrasound on both of my legs. This is what's crazy. The problem was with my foot. They would only focus on my legs. It was really weird, but they did an ultrasound on both of my legs, it was so strange because my left leg I was having zero problems with. My left foot I wasn't having any problems with. Like, this side of my body was fine. But they did the ultrasound, and they were like, from the ultrasound, I went to the vascular surgeon. It was, like, all in one day. And he looked at my ultrasound. He was like, you don't have lymphedema? He is like, you don't have lymphedema, but we need to treat you for it. He wanted to treat me for it, even though I didn't have it. And it was, like, really crazy. It was so crazy the way that he was speaking to me. He was literally, guys, I'm not kidding. He was so awful to me that I was fighting demons because I was like, I'm going to get up and leave. The fact that I stayed sat is honestly an act of God, because the way I wanted to get up and leave and never look back, it was insane. I was fighting demons. He was talking to me so bad, like I was not human. He spoke to me so bad. He was like, basically, and the way I'm retelling it, I'm being generous. He was like, the only way that you're ever going to fix what you got going on is if you lose weight. He found a problem in my legs with my like blood flow or something, which was like, it made absolutely no sense because I am fine. And that's the thing. I'm literally fine. I feel fine. And he was like, oh, you definitely have a blood flow problem. And I was like, what? And he's like, it's inoperable. Okay, what a horrible way to put that, by the way. Hey, you have a problem that's inoperable. I'm 19. You're going to tell that to a 19-year-old? That's a horrible way to put that. But he was like, it's inoperable. But you can, like, manage whatever you got. He's like, basically, you need to lose weight, which is what every doctor under the sun says to me. He's like, you need to lose weight, you need to lose weight. And he said it in about 50 different languages, just like, you need to lose weight, you need to lose weight, you need to lose weight. And then he guys, the sheer audacity that this man had was genuinely out of this world. It was out of this world on a different planet. To my core, I was shocked. He goes, so you want advice from a skinny guy? That's what he said. He's like, here's some advice from a skinny guy. He was like, you want advice from a skinny guy? You should definitely never exercise. Like, do not exercise. He goes, you're so big right now that if you were to exercise, you would hurt your joints so bad that by the time you're 29, you're going to need a hip replacement. Okay, I'm going to take it. I go to the gym now. I'm literally fine. Like, literally fine, by the way. And then he was like, he's like, I'm skinny, and here's basically, and I'm not a dietitian, but I am skinny, so I'll give you this advice. You specifically, me, as in me, you need to eat 2 meals a day. Max. Okay. That's incorrect, but whatever. And he's like, you could really eat whatever you want. Just move it around. He's like, you should probably eat spaghetti. Which, hey, what? He was like, you should eat spaghetti. But make a big bowl of it. Eat about 3/4 of it for breakfast. And then the last 1/4 for dinner. And that'll be what you eat in a day. And I kid you not. You'll come back skinny. And I was like, this thought ran through my head. Oh, he's on drugs. Oh, he's on drugs right now. I was genuinely shocked. He was telling me to eat pasta, and not exercise. Look, I'm not going to claim that I know everything about losing weight. Clearly, I don't, okay? But I do know this. Exercise is good for you, right? Like, and pasta is very, very carby, right? I'm not crazy, right? Like, this is weird. Like, my mom was shook right beside me. She was like, this is crazy. And she kept trying to get him back on topic, which was like, how do I manage this blood flow problem I have? And she's like, what do we need to do to, like, help manage that? Like, what's, like, compression sock, which I've been doing. And he was like, we'll get to that. And then he'd go back to me. He'd be like, advice from a skinny guy. He kept saying it. Advice from a skinny guy. I had a patient, and this is what he does. I kid you not, this is what he does. It's going to suck if you're on audio because this is kind of a visual thing. This is what he does to me. He goes, I had a patient that was about this big, much like you. He said that to me. And I was like, that is so insensitive. Not only to me, but your patient that you're literally talking horribly about. That is so insensitive. Like, body shaming not only me, but your other patient. And he's not even here to defend himself. It was crazy. He goes, he's about this big, much like you. So what he did was... What do you mean? What do you mean? That was crazy. He talked so bad to me as if I were not even human. It was insane. And that was basically what happened. There was a little more, I'm sure, that was said, but that was basically the gist of the horribleness that went down at that doctor's appointment. And he goes, when you come back, we'll see. And I was like, come back! Come back! I'm never going back. But yeah, he was so horrible to me. And I wanted to tell you guys about that because it was traumatic. It really was. He talked so horribly to me. And I think... I'm not even going to take this away. Like, he is a doctor, and he's one of the best in the state. And I know that. And he has helped a lot of people, so I'm not going to knock his doctor abilities, okay? His bedside manner, however, could use a little work. But, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I do have a huge crush on James Spader. I know I already kind of got off that topic, but I really do. I have a real crush on him. I'm going to show you a picture of him on my phone. If you guys probably won't even be able to see it. Do you ever go on Pinterest and look up your celebrity crush and then end it with hot? That's what I'm about to do. James Spader, hot. I don't know. I've never seen this picture, but it's doing something to me. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too. Oh, my God, the thumbnail. I love it. I love having a crush. I need one so bad. I need a crush so bad. I need a crush so bad. But more than I need a crush, I need someone to have a crush on me. I need to have a crush, but what I need is someone to have a crush on me. I think that would heal me in a lot of ways. My mom says that she doesn't say it, but I know she thinks it. I know she thinks that if I were to get in a relationship, it would really help me out. Because she's like, I think it would give her just a little bit of confidence. I can, like, guarantee that's a thought she has. That would be something she said. Okay, here's another thing. I've been doing this for 50 minutes. Jesus Christ. Okay. So here's what happened. When I was in 3rd grade, I was finally eligible to audition for the school play. So we were doing The Little Mermaid, and I auditioned for Flounder, right? This is when I ended up being a clam, because I didn't get the part I auditioned for. And here's what happened. Here's literally what happened. So we were doing The Little Mermaid, and I was like, I want a lead role, so I'm going to audition for Flounder. Get ready, guys. I'm going to be Flounder! So here's what happened. I go in there to audition. All the 3rd graders are in there. And I think everyone was in there. And everyone's going up to audition. They're like, I'm going to audition for the part of Ariel. I'm going to audition for the part of Sebastian. And then this girl goes up and she says, I'm auditioning for the part of Flounder. And then she gets so nervous and starts crying. She literally starts crying. But then they start giving her a lot of attention. They're like, it's going to be okay. You're going to get the part anyway, or whatever. Or the part you want. Like, I don't even know. And it might not even have been for Flounder. So they were like, you're going to get the part. And I was like, she's going to get the part. She's going to get the part. She's going to get the part for crying. So you know what I did? I marched up there and I was like, hi, my name's Beth, redacted, and I'm auditioning for the part of Flounder. I'm sorry. I'm just really nervous. I'm just really nervous. And I'm crying. I'm putting on the best performance of my life, by the way. Because I'm like, I'm going to get this part. I'm literally going to be famous. I wanted fame so bad that I'm willing to, like, put on a show to get this part, right? And then they treated that girl so nicely for crying. You know what they did to me? They were like, you should go ahead and sit down, girl. Be honest. Do I have a punchable face? Be honest. Because this is crazy. They were treating me so bad. But yeah, that's what happened. And the reason I'm telling that story, I have been requested to retell a story. Yep, that doesn't ever happen. So, you guys know that when I was 13 years old, I was cast as a boy in a play. So I recently made a TikTok about that, and I posted it to Instagram, and someone was like, wait, what happened? I'm gonna need you to tell the story. And I was like, I'll retell it. Well, I was like, I already told it. It's in whatever episode, but I'll retell it if you want. And they were like, please retell it. So I was like, okay. So here's what I'm doing. I'm gonna retell it. So when I was 13 years old, I was in the school play. And when I was in middle school, I really tried to audition for these school plays because no one wanted to do it, which would guarantee I got a part. So I was like, yes. And I would get lead roles too. And I got like my biggest lead role when I was in 8th grade when I was 13. And the monologue that I used to audition, I was auditioning for the role of daughter. They didn't have real names. It was just daughter, mother, father, son. So I was auditioning for the role of daughter. It was a lead role. And the monologue you had to use to audition with was actually a monologue I already knew because when I was in my drama class, which was like how I was talking about in elementary school, they had Apple classes. It was literally the same thing in middle school. It was a drama class that was like an extracurricular class. So I read it in that class. So I was like, oh my God, I'm definitely going to get this role. I already know this monologue. So I went into the audition and I was reading the monologue and I did a really great job. I really did. And I was like, oh my God, I'm totally getting this role. My throat is starting to hurt. And then, after all that happens, a few days later, they post up who got the part. It was like literally Glee. It was like the first episode of Glee. They put up the stuff on who got what role. And I'm looking for my name next to daughter. And I'm like, I'm not seeing my name. I get to the role of son. Bethany. I'm playing the son! That was crazy. I was like, there's two ways this could go. I could either drop out of the play and save whatever else I had left of my dignity in this middle school. Or I can step up to the friggin' plate and I can put on the best show I've ever put on. And I went with the latter. I didn't. I do not regret it. I really did eat up the role. I really did. I was like, oh my God, I'm literally playing a boy. And I was like, that was really out of my element. I'll tell you that much. It was really out of my element. And I was like, I can't believe this. It was crazy for being 13. And I was like, wow, I'm really just throwing it all out there. I might get made fun of for this. And I didn't because I was really good. Like, I was really good. Oh my God, Dead Poet Society. I was good. I was really good. Well, that doesn't end the best. That movie did not end the best. I'll tell you that much. But no, this ended, well, it didn't, this story, it didn't end the best either. But it was hilarious. And I'll tell you as a tale. So, I'd be at rehearsal. I'm doing great. And it was a good time. I actually had a lot of fun. And it got, I really was into this role, right? I was really in, and I was doing everything. So basically, the costume was, I just had to wear all black. And I asked my drama teacher, I was like, so do you think, like, I should get a wig? And she was like, I mean, you don't have to. So I was like, oh, so you're saying I need a wig. And then she was like, I mean, no, you don't. Okay, say less. I'll get a wig. And so I got a wig, a black wig. I looked like Josh Peck. And I like drew on a beard with like scruff, like with an eyebrow pencil, made my eyebrows really bulky, mustache, wig, black wig, looking like Josh Peck. And it came the day where it was like first show. It was the first show. We did a few. It was like maybe two or three shows. I don't know. And the first show, I really I went in hard because I go out there and one of my lines, I kid you not, it was a birthday party, right? It was my sister's birthday party in the play, and I was the magician. The brother was the magician for the party. So I go out there, and my line was, usually they say abracadabra, but no, for some reason my line was Hakuna Matata. I don't know. That was the way the script was written. And I went to go, Hakuna Matata. I do that. My hat falls off. And I'm like, crap, my hat fell off. That had my like, instructions on it. And so I take a step back. I take a step back to get my hat. I look down at the ground. My wig's on the ground. My wig flew off on stage. Everyone is stunned. Literally everyone in the room was stunned. And I could not help but laugh. I really couldn't. It was hilarious. My sister was in the crowd. She started laughing so hard she peed on herself. Huge puddle on the ground. The girl who played my sister, too stunned to speak. She's laughing. I'm laughing. I pee on myself. I literally do. I peed on myself on stage. And then the person who played my dad, she stepped up to the plate. She really did. She's like, come on, son, let's go. And it was crazy. It really was. But God, it was funny. It was so funny. I look back at that experience and I was like, that's ingrained up here. That is like a piece of the Beth lore that it will forever stand the test of time. Because it was so gosh darn funny. And the way I looked was hilarious. And like, I feel like when you're a 13-year-old girl, being cast as a boy in a play is not like gonna make you popular. But I'm so glad that happened because it was so funny. And I think it really made me who I am because it really instilled the fact that like, I am not like the others, girl. I am never gonna be popular, but I am. This is my lore. And this is who I am. And I devoured that role. Like, even though that happened, like, I really did a great delivery on all my stuff. I was hilarious. It was so funny. But yeah, that was like the last story I was going to tell. Someone wanted me to retell that story because I know I have a lot of new listeners and not everyone's going to go back all the way to season 1 and watch them all. But that was what happened. It was crazy. Oh, I hit the thing. It was crazy. What's the song? I'm crazy. I'm crazy. What is it? I remember when I lost my mind. Wait, what is it? Whoa! Wait, I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so crazy about that place. Only your emotions have an echo when there's so much space. Guys, I should start a band. I should literally start a band. My throat hurts so much. I have like growled in my voice so much this episode. My throat hurts. But yeah, that is the end of. No, I've been recording for an hour. Crap, it's gonna be so much to edit. It's fine. I love you guys so much. This has been another episode of The Buzz with Beth. I never introduced myself. I know I didn't. Oh my God. And I have been your host, Bethany Haven. I know. I'm literally famous. I love you guys so much. Bye. Me. Oh, I didn't even meow. Meow. What is it? What did I start the song with? I don't know. Meow. Meow. Wait. Meow. 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 Bad romance. Meow. 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 Bye, you guys. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Listen, I don't know. I don't even know. Am I kind of hot from this angle? Be honest. Someone make an edit. Oh my God, literally. Someone make an edit of me, okay? I look so hot. Okay. Someone, I'm telling you, literally make an edit to me like being like this, okay? I'm gonna be like laughing, and then it's gonna be like to the song like "Never Be Like You," how they did to Jacob B. Lordy, okay? And I'm fake laughing, right? I'm really pretty. How do I turn this off?